hope you guys have your tea ready for today's video, because today's video I actually get questions about a lot because I've done this move to LA almost 6 years ago, which it does not even seem like it's been that long. So I have a lot of experience when it comes down to living in LA, but also living on my own and hashtag adulting. So I thought I would go ahead and answer some common questions that I get asked from you guys, and hopefully you guys find this video helpful. So get a snack, get your tea, pop a squat, and maybe get some pen and paper down so you can take notes while I discuss each topic. Where the heck do I even begin? Because all of my 6 years of living in LA, I've just learned so many things. The likes that I love about this city, what I don't like about this city, and just how to adult on my own, because I personally moved out on my own across the country when I was 20 years old. So it was just like a lot of learning and growing up for me to do, which was an amazing blessing. I got to kind of figure out my own and understand who I am as a person. But when you guys are thinking about looking for an apartment, the number one important thing is you have to have good credit. You need good credit for anything in your life. To adults, you have to have good credit. I've been using Credit Sesame for a while now, and it's a website and an app that you can use that offers financial tips and tools. It's free every single month, which is great. It's really personalized to what you need when it comes down to your goals. You need a good credit to rent an apartment, to buy a home, to get student loans, personal loans. If you have great credit, the process will be flawless and you have no worries when it comes down to apartment hunting. Basically all of your options are open. One thing that I really like about it is when you check your credit score on there, it does not lower it at all. Credit Sesame empowers users to take control of their financial future by educating them on their potential. Plus, they also have ID theft protection up to $50,000. I'll leave the link down below to creditsesame.com so you guys could check it out. And I'm so sorry, my dog is totally in a mood today. You need to kind of figure out what your credit score is before you go ahead and do the whole apartment hunting, apartment searching thing, and just jumping out of your current city and moving to Los Angeles. So now that we know what our credit score is by checking on creditsesame.com, it's important to know, where do you want to live in LA? Because LA is a very spread out city. I feel like a lot of people see LA as just being a place like New York, where you can have amazing transportation that's public and you can walk anywhere, you can Uber really quickly. That is not the case at all. So get ready for a wake-up call. What area do you feel like is gonna best suit you, your needs, your personality? Is it a job that you're moving here for? Do you need to be close to your job so you don't have a long commute? Like, what is it that you want to do in LA? And what area do you feel like would be best for you? If you're coming to LA, for example, and maybe you want to get into the arts, so you're a dancer, you are a songwriter, I think North Hollywood would be a great neighborhood for you. That's just like a really good hub of people that are like-minded that you can network with. I think if you're more of like a hipster type, we all know that Silver Lake is definitely the place for that. If you are bougie, I think Beverly Hills would be the place for you. If you want to be in like a city-based place where you can walk anywhere, you're around a lot of noise, downtown would be the place for you. If you're super mellow, you like to be around the beach towns, maybe look into Santa Monica or Venice. If you're really into like being outdoorsy, I think those are great places for you. If you want to be kind of away from all the noise, but you have the coin to do so, the Hollywood Hills is an obvious. If you're more of like a family vibe, you want something a little bit slower paced than LA that has parking, then maybe look into the Valley. You can look at places like Burbank and Glendale. Those are really great neighborhoods, North Hollywood as well. So that's just like a light breakdown of what to expect and like different areas of LA. As brief as I could break it down to. You know what? LA is not a cheap place to live. Okay, everything, the cost of living is so high here. When my dad calls me and complains about gas being $2.90, I'm like, shut up, because gas here on a normal day is around $3 and like 70 so cents, and it goes up all the time, but it's just outrageous. Our sales tax is about 9.5%, so get ready for that. And then I think the minimum wage was increased to $12 as of July 2018. So those are just some numbers for you guys. The cost of living is very high here. I think it's very comparable to like New York in a sense. New York might be a little bit higher, but you do get paid a little bit more to kind of compensate for higher rent. And that's one thing. You need to have a budget in place. So once you check your credit and you know that you're good to go, search for apartments that are within your means. I think it's important to be in a safe location and to have those essential necessities that you need, but you're gonna be paying a lot for rent. Just keep that in mind. I do have to say from experience, I've lived in the Valley, I've lived in this city, so as like my own experience, I can tell you you're gonna pay a lot less if you live in the Valley compared to being in the city, like in Los Angeles. I used to live in Woodland Hills, I used to live in Burbank, and those are really great locations, but like Woodland Hills is very far of a drive if you wanna go out and turn up in LA. Like, just keep that in mind. I think all the noise is in the city, but if you want to be more cost efficient, definitely look into the Valley. So with that all being said, you're definitely going to want to have a car here. This is not really the city where you can depend on public transportation. I mean, I guess you could get around on buses. I have a friend that does not have a car and uses public transportation, Uber, all of the time. So maybe think about that. But like I said earlier, LA is so spread out. Plus our traffic is insane. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. I saw this meme on Twitter once and it was like, how the heck do we have traffic if all you have to do is drive? It is so true. Like, how do we have so much traffic? It is insane. And it's only because the city is so overpopulated. It's crazy. So you're definitely gonna wanna get a car. So bring your car with you. Personally, for me, when I was moving from the East Coast to the West Coast, I searched online for like a transportation service and it was like $1,000 to ship my car out here, and that worked out perfect for me. I was not about to drive 3 days across the country, so just be prepared that you're definitely gonna wanna have a vehicle. We do have a metro line here and they are still doing a lot of construction to expand it. It is nowhere near as good as New York City or even the DMV area from my own personal experience, but they're working on it. I don't really know if you should depend on that though. Car or Uber is probably best. Oh my gosh, LA is one of these cities that will get you for every cent that you have, in the sense that they will give you a ticket for almost anything. Texting on your phone at a red light, you cannot do that. Obviously, you shouldn't be on your phone anyways, but street parking is one of the biggest things. You need to be prepared to read the signs. We have street cleaning days, and if you have your car parked on the wrong side of the street at the exact same second that that sign says do not park here, you will get a ticket in a hot second, I should say. If your wheels are not turned the right way, you will get a ticket, okay? If you are parked over the line of your space at a meter, you will get a ticket. If your meter expires after a second, you will get a ticket. So just read the signs. Sometimes it can be very confusing. There'll be like 3 signs posted at 1 meter. So you just have to be just very mindful of the signs and the parking regulations for that day and that time. So that's a big thing, is we are so quick to get tickets in this city. It is crazy. Now some fun stuff. LA is such a great place to live because there's always so much stuff going on. Partially one of the reasons why I decided to move here from the DMV area is because there's so much to do, whether it's trying out new restaurants. And let me just tell you, LA is a very healthy place. We have vegan restaurants everywhere, smoothie places, juice bars, even places where you can get your vitamins like injected into you on your lunch break. Like, LA is so health conscious, and I think that is amazing. You'll always see people hiking or working out outdoors, working out on the beaches, and going for runs down the street, and it really is motivating in that aspect. There's always events going on, movie premieres, just like really anything in the entertainment industry. If that is your passion, your career, if that's what you want to focus on, then definitely move to LA, because this is definitely the place for you. So many amazing opportunities, and LA is also the city of convenience, which I love. We get so lazy and spoiled here by things like Uber. I have an Uber code if you want to use it, links down below. We have Postmates, which you can literally get anything delivered to your front door like whenever you want. Sometimes I use and abuse it. Again, I have a coupon code for you dolls in the description box, but back home, like where I'm from, we don't have Postmates. So it's kind of depressing when I go home to visit and I can't really order something to my house because I don't want to drive somewhere to get it. It's just too much sometimes. I do have to say, if you're going to be going out though, keep in mind that the cost of living is very expensive, and that does not exclude drinks and alcohol. You're going to pay a lot more for drinks. For beer, it's about $8, $6 to to $8. If you're gonna pay for a mixed drink, you're looking at about $20 to $15. A glass of wine in Beverly Hills, easily $20. So you're gonna have to spend some coin when you go out, so just pregame a little bit more. Traffic is, I wanna say, just all hours of the day. Really, in the afternoon, starting at like 2 o'clock to 7 o'clock, you're gonna be sitting in traffic. We have 4 million people living in LA, so traffic is inevitable. I've sat in traffic literally to go a mile for an hour and a half. Not even kidding, in Hollywood. So you're gonna want to be prepared whenever you need to leave and be somewhere on time. Leave a lot sooner than you think, because traffic just pops up out of nowhere. They close streets to film movies and to have marathons and all this crazy stuff. So you just gotta be prepared and leave sooner than you think. And I guess the last thing I have to say to leave you dolls on a good note, I guess, is LA is not all that is cracked up to be. On TV and movies, it looks really fun and bougie and just so entertaining, and you're gonna fall in love. But in reality, LA is a crazy place filled with people that are trying to figure themselves out and trying to make a name for ourselves here. So you have to just keep that in mind, that the TV is not reality. Even if it is a reality show, some of it is scripted. So don't come here thinking that it's just gonna be amazing, because it's still life. You're still adulting. You're still gonna find your way through chaos. You're gonna have your ups, you're gonna have your downs, you know, but it's all about growing up and just finding your own and coming into your own. So I do have to say, it is kind of like a beautiful thing to figure things out on your own and to be away from like all that you've kind of grown up to have. Like for me, like I've grown up in the same city my entire life around my family, and then I just decided, nope, I'm gonna move across the country and see what happens. So coming into your own is so beautiful, but I don't want you to feel like you're failing because your life doesn't look like the movies. Okay, because that's not reality. Also, with that point being said, In-N-Out is not that great. So don't come here with high expectations thinking that In-N-Out is about to be the most amazing thing you've ever had, because that is a lie. I hope you guys found this video useful and helpful. I know I get questions about the city in general and my experience. So hopefully you dolls enjoyed, and I hope you guys give this video a huge thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos and click the bell next to it so you guys never miss a post. And of course, big thanks to Credit Sesame for collaborating with me on today's video. I hope you guys take a second to check it out for free. I will leave the link to it in the description box below. And until next time, I will catch you dolls in my next video. Bye!